Staying with gold, Colin Shah of Kama Jewelry says that the gold prices will continue to rise in the long term. He also tells me that diamonds have increased by 25 to 30% in sense of demand and prices post the pandemic. Shah also believes that business will turn positive after Diwali. Listen in.
In the long term, I think gold will continue to go up because we're still in a volatile era. I guess for the next 1-2 years till the Russia-Ukraine crisis is solved, America gets back on its feet again, China really comes back out of the pandemic, Europe recovers from this whole war situation. So considering everything which is happening, long-term gold will go up. But like yesterday, the unemployment data of US came out and it looked better than what everyone expected it to be, and gold corrected. So we're going to have these small corrections along the way, but long term I'm still bullish on gold.
So while last year for India was really amazing in sense of sales, whether it was silver imports, whether it was gold selling, this year hasn't started so great in sense of sales. Is at least the initial idea that we get from the markets. How is it for you?
It's the same for our industry in terms of value. Even Akshaya Tritiya, I guess everyone made up the value compared to last year, and maybe they were low double digits up, but in terms of volume, everyone is lower than where they were last year. So, that's a reality. Having said that, India still continues to be, I think, one of the brightest spots in the world. And if the economy continues, especially in an election year, the way it's predicted to continue, we expect the business to be very positive come Diwali.
Okay. How are you also looking at diamonds picking up? Because we do understand the way the gold prices have gone up. The diamonds haven't, thankfully. Is it a good time to start buying those?
Diamonds have also gone up. In the last 1-2 years, they've gone up nearly 25-30% post-pandemic. We really see that this year also they will be stable and maybe only go up, I would say, between 3 to 5%, for the simple reason that the rough imports from Russia haven't happened.
Right.
And that's a third of the supply of natural diamonds gone. So though we have lab-grown diamonds coming up in a big way, and they're eating some share of the natural diamond business, but because of the shortage of supply, we're not going to see any prices going down.
We see so many exhibitions happening, not just in India, but outside India as well. And I'm sure you guys continue to meet different kind of markets here. But what is doing better? Is it B2B even now, or is B2C picking up as well?
No, B2B does only well if B2C picks up.
Right.
So in terms of consumer, see, one very positive thing which maybe has happened for our business especially is the new markets which have gotten created. So if you look at it traditionally, say when people like me started into the business 20-25 years back, our market was only America and Europe, and the remaining parts of the world were still at a very nascent stage. India consumed only 1-3% of the diamonds manufactured. Slowly that's gone up to between 5 and 7 to 10% also, and China came up as a large market. What we are very positive about as an industry is Africa, and Africa seems to be the next continent which is now becoming prosperous. There's a population out there who wants to go and spend money. A lot of countries which have been in strife for all their lives are now finally having democracies and much more industrialization happening in the last 2-3 years. So we're very positive that Africa will be the next big market for all of us. Eastern Europe, unfortunately, was coming up in a big way, but the war happened. But it still stays to like countries like Poland are doing very well.
Okay.
So we have some new markets which have come up, which is very good for the industry.
I just want to understand that within India also, when you look at geographies, where do you see better demand coming in from? Are you looking at, we keep talking about higher disposable income that India is seeing right now and is really cut off from the kind of recession or slowdown concerns that we are seeing in other areas. So who's buying? What age group is buying? What are you targeting?
In India, surprisingly, it's still the 40+ age group, which is continues to be the largest buyer for gems and jewelry. The millennials have woken up, and you see a lot of everyday wear jewelry, which is 100%, I would say, where the new age demand is coming from, but it's not as large as what the 40 plus age group is buying.
Okay.
But having said that, in India, if you speak to any of the large retailers, their large expansion plans are in the states where you would have thought 5 years back they would never go, like
Okay.
UP, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh. So there's huge amount of expansion happening in those areas, and there are towns which you must have heard of. I definitely haven't, where there are malls, multiplexes,
Yeah.
there are luxury cars being sold. So there is a new India, which is extremely good news for all of us.
All right, so from expansion of stores to big penetration into various cities and towns is what the jewelry industry is looking at. But with that, that's all the time that we have on this edition of Commodity Champions. Thank you for watching.